Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. So on today's video, I was basically thinking, let's start at the beginning. And to me, whenever you're using these particular mediums that we talked about last week, I always try to start with gesso. Okay, so I'm going to take this chipboard that I just cut into a tag shape, and we're going to start by using the different gessos, and I'm going to just create three sections. So I'm going to do a clear gesso, just a small section, and then after the clear gesso, we're going to do white and then the black gesso. And basically, what I've come to learn about these mediums is that whatever it is you're putting it on, a lot of times what it does is it creates a protective layer, or it allows you to change the complete look of that product, meaning say if it's metal pieces and you cover the metal pieces in gesso, then you can do our alchemy paints on top of it and give them a different look. You can see a lot. You see a lot of people doing it in a lot of the mixed media projects, and I think I have previous videos that would work for this example, so I'll make sure to leave them linked down below. Okay, so now we're just doing a section of the white gesso, and then we're going to finish off with a little bit, or at the top, with the black gesso. And I really wasn't worried about changing out my inks on my brush, because this is literally just a little tester piece so that you guys can really get an idea of how these different products will react on top of the gesso. My favorite one to use for a lot of my layouts that I do is the clear gesso, because as you can see, or you will see once it dries and I clean up everything, you can see what's underneath of it. So this brown chipboard, it stays brown, but it's got this protective layer above it, so you'll have color on top, but you can still see parts of what's underneath. So right there, I just sprayed some of the Color Bloom 2 sprays. This one is Wild Raspberry. It just happened to be on my desk. And I'm just tapping it dry because I just want you to be able to see how each one of these are affected. So like on the black, it's not going to stand out very bright, but you can definitely see the color on the white gesso and the clear gesso. Now there's our alchemy. This one is what they call an opal magic. So it goes from green to gold. So on dark color cardstock, it turns gold. And on light colors, it has a green tint to it. So on this particular one, it's really cool because on the dark and the brown at the bottom, you get more gold. And that white section in the middle, if you turn it in the right way, it has almost like an opal shimmer in that green, which is really fun. Now here, I'm just grabbing a little bit of this gel. It's the Crystal Gel by Viva. And I just wanted to put that on because the gel itself is clear and you see all the iridescence in it. But it's really neat how it looks different compared to the black gesso to the white gesso, and how it's affected, based off of these bases that we've put down. And then just because there was this little bit of section, I'm just grabbing a little bit of the embossing paste and putting that on top. And I've found a lot of times with this medium, especially with the gesso, I like using that even with the embossing paste, because it does, like I said, it almost provides a protective layer. And it allows for sometimes less warping. If you would have just put some of this product right to the chipboards, I think sometimes it absorbs that liquid. So it just, if you're not sure how your material or whatever is going to be affected, use gesso on top of it and then use whatever paints on top of that. But it really is a neat product. So like you're doing an altered project, start off with your bottle or your, whatever it is you're altering, and put some gesso on it. That'll allow you to then change the complete color of your project. It's just really the main thing is to play with the products that you have. Um, I will link down below to scrapbookingwithme.com, the different products that we have. As far as I know, that there is a gesso on there. I'm just not sure if it's in stock or not. But whatever I can find, I will link down below. When you go to the .com, make sure that you use the um, coupon code TT15, and I will link the chipboard, the gesso if I can find it, and any of the others. If there's our alchemy paints, or I don't think the crystal gel is there anymore, but anything that I've used that I can find, I will make sure to link it down below. Okay, so thank you guys so much for joining me today. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button. And at the very end, like I said, I will have links to previous uh, Technique Tuesdays, and I'm also going to have one of the links be to one of the videos I've done using the gesso with like metal pieces and stuff like that. So thanks again, you guys, and I hope you have a great day.